starting with the ankles. It seems pretty self-explanatory. And all you're doing here is gently rotating them. And the whole thing with everything here, folks, is being aware of what's going on. So you're going to gently rotate them in and out, and then press the tops of the foot down as well. And we're going to want to reverse that, do some heel as well. But watch your gait, G-A-I-T, when you're walking. Are you going heel, toe, toe, heel? Are they coming down together? Are you slamming them down? How does it feel when you move laterally? How does it feel when you move backwards and forwards? So start with your feet. Clench them, then release them and walk. Then into the legs. We're just going to drop these in with some knee drops. Make sure that we're nice and planted in the floor as well. So there's 3 points. So like the knuckle, if you like, of your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. And imagine you're screwing them into the floor. The same way you would do a push-up with your hands. So your knees point over, the toes, the hips are open. Tap your quads, tap your hamstrings, calves, shins, bring everything back online. And then we've got some heel drops here. Up, bump, up, bump. Don't slam it down. Just make sure that you're putting it down nice and safe. So and then give them a shake out. Again, different directions. Forward, back, side, side. Open up the adductors here as well. Phenomenal. Then this will be traditionally for like cat-cow. So it's traditionally for the back, thoracic extension stuff. But here we're focusing on the pelvic floor. Okay, so just rock in between cat-cow and child pose. I don't know what that is, some form of twerk. But just move it side to side and just release that, because we store so much tension in our hips. And then just go back in and out. Just focus on what feels right for you. If you don't want to do it on the floor, you can do it standing up. This is like, for people that are my age, this is like the Three Amigos with Steve Martin. Alright, so you're just pushing your thumbs down. But there it is. Boom! Next up, we've got our hands. So all we're going to do is close them into a fist and then release them. It's easy and gentle. Okay? If you don't want to do that, or you struggle with grip strength for being able to do it, just push up against a wall or a tree, and shaking them off as well is very important. And we've got our fingers clenched the majority of the day, so make sure we go the other way. Point them like this, push them together. Remember, none of this is forced. We're just coming back into the power of it as our body. Give them a big stretch out. Next up, we're going to on our stomach. Not our diaphragm, our stomach. So just nice and soft, because we hold so much here. So it's a gentle and soft massage for your abdominal area, okay? So whatever feels nice to you. You might feel it at the front, the back, the sides. When we talk about our core, think about your whole core here, not just the six-pack abs. They're higher up here, so we want to be more in the lower area, like so, and the stomach. And just nice and soft. Feel into it. Nothing is forced here. When you've done that, then of course we're going to go up into the diaphragm. So we want to get underneath our rib cage if possible. Okay? So if you have trouble breathing, or you're very forced and obvious with your breathing, you're going to be too rigid to get in here. So we need to soften that out there. But this is where we want to be nice underneath it. And it's, once you can get there, it's actually a real relief. I love that in there. So release it off, anything that's tight, give it a little rub, you know what it needs as well. But focus on the breath here. 2 short inhales, 1 big long exhale or a sigh, and then shake it off. Then we're going to get in touch with our chest. So place your left hand, make an L. Okay, I know it doesn't look like it, but I promise you it's just backwards. This one for me. Side on, just see what your posture's like. 1 hand in your belly, 1 hand in your heart. Left hand in your heart if possible. And just notice the natural rise and fall. The natural rhythm of your breath. I like to put my fingers in here as well and just create some space. Open it up. Maybe do some gentle tapping on there as well. Just get in touch with the heart space. Next up, we've got the shoulders. I hold so much tension here. So you want to gently roll your shoulders up and away from your ears. So we're getting retraction and depression. But then we want to actively turn into the human hot dog. Get it up there and then let it go with a big sigh. Shake it out as you do it. All the way up and release. Shake it out every single time. Now the shoulder joint is the one that's got the most different planes of motion it can do. Okay, that was a little extra neck one there, but as I said, I carry a lot of tension there. So, like a backstroke in swim, thumb comes up. Once your bicep gets level with your ears, it turns back in. You can do singular, or you can do them both at the same time as well. So create those big rotations. For me, I hear a lot of clicks and crunches when I'm doing this, but actually I love it. I don't love the pain. I'm letting go of it. And then we want to open that out as well. So make sure hands facing down and then hands facing up. Little shoulder rotation again. And then we've got different planes of motion again. So imagine it's like skiing downhill. You can actually bring the lower body back in. Once we've done that, then we're going to go on to the neck. Okay, so slowly nod to the front and the back. And just, again, like everything, notice what's coming up in your body. Where are you holding the tension? Where are you holding that most? You may feel some relief by cracking your neck or going circular. I would ask that you don't do that. Save that for a chiropractor. Focusing up and down, or lateral movements to the left and right. Try and avoid the temptation to do circular motions, because it's not actually that beneficial. For me, so I'm not forcing it or stealing from my shoulders or my hips, I put my hands behind my back, and just as far as I can go is as far as I can go. I just realise what side has got a little bit more tension than the other. Soften the breath and go back into it. Then, can we do that, and can we bring our eyes along for the ride as well? Can we be aware of where they're going? Okay, so this isn't EMDR. You can bring that with them. Next on, we're going to look at the throat, and I want your tongue to go to the roof of your mouth, okay? And just notice your breathing when you do that, and then relax it. As you relax it, so have it up in the ridge between your top two teeth. Breathe in, and then let it out with a sigh as well. Stick your tongue out. Pop it right up there, and then let it go, okay? Another thing you can do here is sing or hum, but you want your tongue in that position, or if you can do any mantras or chants, but see if you can bring all that together. Let it go with a sigh. Stick the tongue out, and then we're going to go straight into the jaw. This is where we hold a lot of tension. A lot of suppressed anger is in here, okay? So we're going to open nice and wide and close, and try and create a softness with this. Notice my neck muscles when I do that. Even when I'm smiling, you see some people forcing their smiles, like so. No, we don't want to be doing that. There's a smile. We don't need to strain our neck. Okay? So yeah, nice and relaxed. Can we open that up? Can we swing our jaw from side to side as well? Now, it's going to have a direct impact, but yeah, when you're smiling, have a look. And then thumb underneath the jawline, and then index finger and middle finger, just to get that to feel any nodules that are in there and start to release them all the way down. And again, let it out with a sigh. Then we're going to go back into a little bit of EMDR. Now we don't want the head to move as much, but you can see even there I'm moving it ever so slightly. So we want to create that bilateral movement from the left to the right. If the head's moving, just reset it. Not forcing, we're just seeing up to the left, down, left, right, up, down. Find all of that and just see what the body wants to do. This releases the occipital muscles and calms us with the bilateral movements. So then we're going to go into the forearms. So use your index fingers, forehead, to soften between your eyes and your brows. For those people that look quite angry, this is a good one for you. So just nice and gentle from inner to outer, and then go from outer to inner with the thumbs and our middle finger and index finger. Really good for bringing that in. And the last one we're going to do is we're going to go to the crown. So take your index finger, place it firmly but gently on the top of your head, okay? And I want you to imagine pulling everything up in perfect alignment. So make sure it's between the front and the back of the head, and right in the middle between the left and the right, okay? So it should go through your ear, your neck, your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist, your hip, your knee, your ankle. Perfect alignment. Now picture it pulling everything up from the muscles, the fascia, the organs, the systems and the cells of your body, and feel this blissfully connect, align and ascend. And as it does, lift your finger off. See the smile on my face here, little sway in the body that I do. And then as it starts to come up and up and up till you can't reach anymore, the Egyptians called the Ka. This is the portal above your head. Bring the other hand up and down with a sigh. Boom.